What's going on, guys? I'm Kelly with Morse Comic Book Stash.
And I'm Douglas with By the Brick.
Welcome back to an episode of What's New This Week.
And new this week, we have quite the lineup for you.
We sure do. First up is New Mutants. It is issue 98, first appearance of Deadpool. And this one's graded about an 8.5, and it's going for $350. It's a nice book.
Get another look at it.
Next we have is Star Wars, issue 1. This one's $100, and this is also a pretty high grade on there, probably 8.5 to 9.0. Next is Batman, 10 cents, issue 129, and this is the origin of Robin retold. Nope, it's not retold, but it is the origin of Robin. But this one's going for $95, and it's graded about 3.5. This issue's retold. This is the origin of Batman, and it is Detective Comics, issue 265, and this one's going for $125. This one is DC Ghosts. This one's in a little bit rougher condition and probably be about a mid-grade. That one's going for $50.
Well, heavy.
It's a little bit bigger book, 52 pages. This one, we don't have a whole lot on this one. This is Punch Comics. This one's going for $100. It's issue 15, and it's a pretty old book.
Definitely looks it.
Nice cover. This one is also another old one. We got a few in this week. This one's Robin Hood, number 5. It's graded at a 6.5, and this one's only going for about $20. It's pretty nice. Next is Goofy Comics, number 29, and this one is $30, and it's graded at about 7.5.
Also a bigger book.
Yes. Next is Muggsy Comics, or Muggsy Mouse Comics, and this is number 2. 10 cents, $30, and this one's graded about a 6.0. Next is No Man, number 1. It's gold. It's like 25 cents. Less than $30, and it is a thicker book, so I think that's why it's 25 cents. It doesn't say like big pages or anything on it. But next is V for Vendetta, issue 1 of 10. This one's going for $20. It is in very nice condition for what it is. But yeah. Well, you can kind of pull that, because next up I have...
We're not done.
Small little stack here is issues 1 through 6 of the Infinity War, and this is going for $50.
Time to get it.
Yep.
Sure go quick.
Yep. And next I have the Infinity Crusade. This one's going for $30, and both of these sets are in very nice condition. Every single book, 8.5 and higher, every single one of them. But this one's $30. And last up for comics is this graded book, issue 45. It is Fantastic Four issue 45, first appearance of the Inhumans. So it's also a pretty hot book. We did have the Raw, but that actually sold just a couple days ago. But yeah, it's a nice book, $70. But we are now going to move on over to Roy Thomas and check out his artwork. Well, as you can see, Roy Thomas has been quite busy lately. He's got a lot of artwork going.
Whole lot.
And here we have Wonder Woman, highly detailed. She looks really good. I like what he did here. This piece is going for $125.
Pretty sweet.
Well, this is the last one that we're showing for Roy this week. This one is highly detailed. I really like what he did here. A lot of 3D going on here. The water, the moon up in the top up here. It's really nice. This one's actually going for $175. But Aquaman rushing out.
Definitely more and more 3D ones they got.
Very highly detailed. But we are now going to head on over to the video games and consoles. And here we have the Super Nintendo Mini. It comes with 2 controllers. It looks just like the original Super Nintendo controllers. They just have different ends that plug in. It is pretty small, but it has a bunch of games downloaded to it already. It comes with Star Fox 2, which is pretty cool. You have to unlock it first. You have to play the first Star Fox mission and complete it to unlock Star Fox 2 to play it. But it also comes with Zelda, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Super Metroid, Yoshi's Island, Punch-Out, Earthbound, Super Ghosts and Ghouls, A lot of good games on here.
What kind of console would it be if it didn't make you work for it?
Yeah, this is true.
True traditional gaming console.
Yeah, Star Fox 2 was not released on the original Super Nintendo, so that is one thing that makes this thing pretty cool. We are asking $100 for it. It was originally sold for $60 when it came out, and it's selling anywhere now for $125 to $150.
Another thing to note about this is these controller heads that are on here are actually the same ones for the Wii. So you can actually plug them into there and use them.
Possibly. It has not been tested, but it could work. But it's going for $100.
Try it out, let us know.
And here are some PS4 games. We have NHL 17. And this one's only going for $15. And then we have the Show 2017. This one's $10. It's going to be with Mafia 3. This one's the newer ones. This one's going for $25. NBA 2K17. We also have 2K18 and then 2K18 Streets. Just not with us right now. Travis Morse actually stole them. But this one's going for $10. And then Batman Arkham Knight. And this one's going for $15. That's actually a pretty good game. I liked it at least. But that is it for video games. And we are now going to head on over to Legos.
First up this week in Lego, we're going to go over some minifigs. First one on the roster would be the Alien Trooper. Comes complete with a ray gun. He is going for $327. Pretty sweet. Next up, from Star Wars Awakens, we have Unkar Ploot, going for $555. Next up, we have Ultimate Lance. He is going for $257. I believe he's from the Nexo Knights. After that, we have Lucius Malfoy. And he is going for $594. From the Harry Potter universe. Next up, back to Star Wars, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he is going for $512. Next up, I believe this is from Ninjago, we have Zane. And he is going for $224. And last up in minifigures, we have one of the newer Resistance Troopers. That is going for $247. That's not all in Lego. Next up, we have the Eclipse Fighter. Doesn't have the box. It does have the instructions. It is complete and has all the guys. It's only going for $15. That's pretty sweet. And actually, this guy goes in here and that guy goes on there. But that's okay. But that's all for open sets we have. And we're going to move on to a couple very old carrying cases. These ones, I believe these were made in, let me see, this one doesn't have a date. Most of them were made in the 80s, around 85. This one goes for around $10, $10, $15, give or take, depending on its condition. We have a few different kinds here. This one's actually going for $30. Has little sorting compartments in it, a little bit bigger storage. But we have a few different variants, styles. This one says 1985 on it, actually. Probably can't see that. This one be going for, I believe, $20. Same with the other kinds. This one's a very spacious one. Still strong, still clips good. No real wear. This is another one, like the red one. This one's a little bit bigger, going for $15, $20, give or take, depending on its condition. But that's that's all we have in Lego this week. Now we're going to move on to action figures.
And here we are with action figures. First up, we have the Uncanny X-Men Mutant Hall of Fame. You got your heroes on top, villains on the bottom. Iceman, Cyclops, Professor X, Wolverine, Archangel, Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Sorin, Magneto, and Apocalypse.
Pretty sweet. It's got a nice display for them, too.
Yeah, they got backgrounds for both sets. You can have them stacked like this or put them side by side, so it's pretty cool. This is still factory sealed.
There's a little close-up on those backdrops.
Yeah, it's a nice little thing.
Oh, and it's got the plastic stand. That's pretty sweet.
It is a limited collector's edition, too. It's out of 75,000. This one is 29,506.
The name's printed on there. Pretty sweet.
Yep, just going for $80.
Get it.
We got more pops in. Here we have the new Avengers Infinity Wars. I hope you guys went and seen that. Great movie. Here we have the Hulkbuster. How much is Hulkbuster going for? Hulkbuster's going for $25.
Yeah, we just got him in and watched him go, so get this one before this one goes.
And then we have this only at Target exclusive, Thor Ragnarok Hulk. Pretty big. This one's going for $70.
It's a pretty big pop.
And Daredevil Wilson Fisk. And this one's going for $10. And this is the 8-bit Mega Man GameStop. That's also only $10.
Retro.
Here another Daredevil, still with the red and black. That one's actually going for $15. And Arrow Television 210 Deathstroke. That one's going for $10 as well. And this one's $15, Hot Topic exclusive, Bambi. Gotta love Bambi. But that is it with the action figures. And for new this week, make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Have a good one.